Thank you for watching. Let's find out what the Quran actually says. Not what apostate prophet and David Wood says it says. Or maybe they accurately quote it. We'll find out. Surat as Zumar. The revelation of this book is from Allah, the Almighty, the All-Wise. Verily, we have sent down the book to you, in truth. So worship Allah by doing religious deeds sincerely for Allah's sake only. Surely the religion is for Allah only. So 44 I started. 944. And those who take, besides him, we worship them only that they may bring us near to Allah. Verily Allah will judge between them concerning that wherein they differ. Truly, Allah guides not him who is a liar and a disbeliever. Let's see, 39, the troops. Oh, the groups. Troops, groups. A descending of the book from Allah, the Dear, the Wise. Surely we sent the book down to you with the truth. So serve Allah, devoted in the religion to him. Is not to Allah the pure religion, and those who took friends without him? We do not serve them, but only to make us closer to Allah's position. Surely Allah will judge between them in what they offer. Surely Allah will not guide him who is an infidel liar. When I think of idolatry, I don't think of people trying to get to God or closer to God. I think of people who are acting like the silly piece of wood or stone is the God. But maybe there are idolaters who are trying to use a device to get to God. Had Allah willed to take a son, he could have chosen whom he willed out of those whom he created. But glory be to him. He is Allah, the One, the Irresistible. He has created the heavens and the earth with truth. He makes the night to go in the day, and makes the day to go in the night. And he has subjected the sun and the moon, each running for an appointed term. Verily, he is the Almighty, the oft-forgiving. Had Allah desired to take a son, he could surely have chosen whomever he wills from whom he had created. Praise be to him. He is Allah, the One, the Dominator. He created the heavens and the earth with the truth. He makes the night roll over the day and makes the day roll over the night, and has made the sun and the moon subservient. All run to their assigned times. Is not he the Dear, the Forgiving? Six. He created you from a single person, then made from him his wife, and he has sent down for you of cattle 8 pairs. Let's see. He creates you in the wombs of your mothers, creation after creation, in 3 veils of darkness. Such is Allah your Lord. He is the kingdom. His is the kingdom, not he. His is the kingdom. La ilaha illa huwa. But then are you turned away? If you disbelieve, verily Allah is not in need of you. He likes not disbelief for his slaves. And if you are grateful, he is pleased therewith for you. No bearer of burden shall bear the burden of another. Then to your Lord is your return, and he will inform you what you used to do. Verily, he is the all-knower of that which is in breasts. This is take 2 of this surah, and I sneezed in take 1 also. I guess Allah has willed that I will sneeze in this surah. Okay, where was I? Was it 8? 8. And when some hurt touches man, he cries to his Lord, turning to him in repentance. But when he bestows a favor upon him from himself, he forgets that which he cried for before, and he sets up rivals to Allah, in order to mislead others from his path. Say, take pleasure in your disbelief for a while. Surely you are of the dwellers of the fire. Is one who is disobedient to Allah prostrating himself or standing during the hours of the night, fearing the hereafter and hoping for the mercy of his Lord? Say, are those who know equal to those who know not? It is only men of understanding who will remember. Say, O my slaves who believe, be afraid of your Lord and keep your duty to him. Good is for those who do good in this world, and Allah's earth is spacious. Only those who are patient shall receive their reward in full without reckoning. Say, verily, I am commanded to worship Allah by obeying him and doing religious deeds sincerely for his sake only. Alrighty. 6. He created you from one soul. Then he made its wife from it, and sent down to you the livestock in 8 pairs. He created you in your mother's belly, in creation after another creation, in a triple darkness. This is Allah your Lord, to him the kingdom. There is no God except him. So how then have you turned away? If you become infidels, so surely Allah is rich above you, and he does not approve the infidelity of his servants. And if you give thanks, he will approve it to you, that no bearer of a burden bears the burden of another. Then to your Lord is your return, so he will inform you of what you were doing. Surely he knows what is in the chest. And if an evil touches the human, he calls on his Lord, turning to him. Then, if he gives him grace, he forgets what he was calling on before, and he makes partners with Allah, that he may cause others to stray from his way. Say, enjoy your infidelity a little. Surely you will be among the companions of the fire. Is the one who observes the hours of the night, worshipping and standing heedful of the hereafter, and hoping for his Lord's mercy? Say, will they have knowledge, and they who do not have it be equal? Surely only ones with understanding remember. Say, O my servants who believed, fear your Lord. For those who do good in this world, there is good. And wide is Allah's earth. Surely only the patient will be repaid their wage without accounting. Say, surely I am commanded to serve Allah, devoted in the religion to him. And I am commanded in order that I may be the first of those who submit themselves to Allah as Muslims. Say, verily, if I disobey my Lord, I am afraid of the torment of a great day. I'll say, Allah alone I worship by doing religious deeds sincerely for his sake only. So worship what you like besides him. Say, the losers are those who will lose themselves and their families on the day of resurrection. Verily, that will be a manifest loss. They shall have coverings of fire above them, and covering beneath them. With this Allah does frighten his slaves. O my slaves, therefore fear me. Those who avoid by not worshipping them and turn to Allah, for them are glad tidings. So announce the good news to my slaves. Those who listen to the word and follow the best thereof, worship Allah alone. Repent to him and avoid. Let's see. Those are whom Allah has guided, and those are men of understanding. Is then one against whom the word of punishment is justified? Will you rescue him who is in the fire? But those who fear their Lord and keep their duty to him, for them are built lofty rooms, one above another, under which flow, let's see, the promise of Allah, and Allah does not fail in promise. See you not that Allah sends down water from the sky and causes it to penetrate the earth, as water springs, and afterwards thereby produces crops of different colors, and afterwards they wither, and you see them turn yellow. Then he makes them dry and broken pieces. Verily, in this is a reminder for men of understanding. Is he whose breast Allah has opened to Islam, so that he is in light from his Lord. So woe to those whose hearts are hardened against remembrance of Allah. They are in plain error. Okay, 12. And I am commanded to be the first of the Muslims. Say, surely I fear the torment of a great day if I disobey my Lord. Say, I serve Allah faithfully. To him is my religion. So serve those who you will without him. Say, surely the losers, those who lost their souls and their families on the resurrection day, is not this the clear loss? They will have shadows of fire above them and shadows from below them. By this Allah frightens his servants. O my servants, so fear me, and those who did not worship the idolatry and are turned to Allah. They have the good news. So give the good news to my servants. Those who hear the word, so they follow its best. Those whom Allah has guided, and those are the ones of understanding, is he on whom the word of the torment is established. Are you able to save those who are in the fire? But for those who fear their Lord, they will have rooms above rooms are built, below which the rivers flow. The promise of Allah. Allah will not change the promise. Have you not seen that Allah sends down water from heaven? So he guided it along as to form springs in the earth, then brings forth plants of different colors by it. Then he causes it to wither, so you see it become yellow. Then he makes it brittle. Surely in this is a reminder to those who have understanding. Is he who Allah has opened his chest to Islam? So he is on a light from his Lord. So woe to those whose hearts are hardened from their remembrance of Allah. They are in obvious error. 23. Allah has sent down the best statement, a book, its parts resembling each other, oft repeated. The skins of those who fear their Lord shiver from it. Then their skin and their hearts soften to the remembrance of Allah. That is the guidance of Allah. He guides therewith whom he wills and whomever God sends astray. For him there is no guide. Is he then who will confront with his face the awful torment of the day of resurrection? And it will be said to the taste what you used to earn. Those before them belied, so the torment came on them from directions they perceived not. So Allah made them to taste the disgrace in the present life, but greater is the torment of the hereafter if they only knew. And indeed, We have put forth for men in this Quran every kind of similitude in order that they may remember. An Arabic Quran without any crookedness in order that they may avoid all evil, which Allah has ordered them to avoid. Fear Him and keep their duty to Him. Allah puts forth a similitude, a man belonging to many partners, disputing with one another, and a man belonging entirely to one master. Are those two equal in comparison? All the praises and thanks be to Allah, but most of them know not. Let's see, 30. Surely you are dead. They are, no, 23. Allah sent down the best of the sayings, a book, look-alike repetitions. It chills the skins of those who fear their Lord. Then their skins and their hearts will be softened at the remembrance of Allah. This is Allah's guidance. He will guide with it those whom He wills, and whom Allah leads astray, so He will not have a guide. Is he who fears with his face the evil of the torment on the resurrection day? And it will be said to the unjust, taste what you are earning. Those before them denied, so the torment came on them from what they did not feel. So Allah made them to taste the humiliation in the world's life, and the torment of the hereafter is bigger, if they were knowing. And indeed, we gave every kind of parable in this Quran to the people. Perhaps they will remember. An Arabic Quran, that is, without any crookedness, perhaps they may fear. Allah gives the parable of a man who is owned by partners, who are disputing among themselves, and a man devoted wholly to one man. Will they be equal parables? The praise be to Allah, yet most of them do not know. 30. Verily you will die, and verily they will die. Then on the resurrection day you will be disputing before your Lord. Then who does more wrong than one who utters a lie against Allah and denies the truth? Let's see. When it comes to him, is there not in hell an abode for the disbelievers? And he who has brought the truth and believe therein, they shall have all that they will desire with their Lord. That is the reward of, so that Allah may expiate from them the evil of what they did, and give them the reward according to the best of what they used to do. Is not Allah sufficient for His slave? Yet they try to frighten you with those besides Him, and whom Allah sends astray, for him there will be no guide. And whomsoever Allah guides, for him there will be no misleader. Is not Allah the mighty and possessor of retribution? I'm going to stop in this time. Started at 30. So 41, right? 41. And verily, if you ask them, who created the heavens and the earth, surely they will say, Allah has. Say, tell them then, the things that you invoke besides Allah. If Allah intended some harm for me, could they remove His harm? Or if He intended some mercy for me, could they withhold His mercy? Say, sufficient for me is Allah. In Him whose trust must put their trust. In those who trust must put their trust. In Him those who trust must put their trust. Say, O my people, work according to your way. I am working. Then you will come to know, to whom comes a disgracing torment, and on whom descends an everlasting torment. Verily, we have sent down on you the book for mankind in truth. So, whosoever accepts the guidance, it is only for his own self. And whosoever goes astray, he goes astray only for his own loss. And you are not over them. 30. Surely you are dead, and surely they are dead. Then surely you will dispute with one another on the resurrection day before your Lord. So who is more unjust than he who lies against Allah and denies the truth when it comes to him? Is there not a home to the infidels in hell? And he who came with the truth and believed it, those are the fearers. They will have whatever they will from their Lord. This is the reward of the doers of good, that Allah may atone them from the worst which they have done, and reward them their wage with the best of what they were doing. So is not Allah sufficient for his servant? And they frighten you with those without him, and whomever Allah leads astray, so he will not have any guide. And whoever Allah guides, he will not have any to lead astray. Is not Allah dear and capable of revenge? And if you ask them, who created the heavens and the earth, they will surely say, Allah. Say, have you seen whom you call on without Allah? If Allah desires harm for me, could they remove his harm? Or if Allah desires mercy for me, could they withhold his mercy? Say, Allah is sufficient for me. On him the dependents depend. Say, O my people, work according to your ability. Surely I am working so that you will know. Whoever receives torment, a lasting torment will shame him, and will befall him. Surely we have sent down the book on you to the people with the truth. So whoever is guided, so it is to himself, and whoever errs, so surely he errs on it. And you are not over them as a guardian. 42. Okay. And 42. It is Allah who takes away the souls at the time of their death, and those that die not during their sleep. He keeps those for which he has ordained death, and sends the rest for a term appointed. Verily, in this are signs for people who think deeply. Have they taken as intercessors besides Allah? Say, even if they have power over nothing, whatever, and have no intelligence. Let's see, 42. Allah causes the souls to die when it dies, and the one who does not die in its sleep. So he will hold the one which he had judged with the death, and he will send the other until an appointed day. Surely in this are signs to thoughtful people. Or have they taken intercessors without Allah? Say, what if they were not possessing anything and they do not understand? Okay, so 44. Say to Allah belongs all intercession. His is the sovereignty of the heavens and the earth. Then to him you shall be brought back. And when Allah alone is mentioned, the hearts of those who believe not in the hereafter are filled with disgust. And when those besides him are mentioned, behold, they rejoice. Say, O Allah, creator of the heavens and the earth, all-knower of the seen. Here. You will judge between your slaves about that wherein they used to differ. And those who did wrong, if they had all that is in the earth, and therewith as much again, they verily would offer it to ransom themselves therewith on the day of resurrection from the evil torment. And there will become... let's see, I'll start that phrase again. And there will become apparent to them from Allah what they had not been reckoning. And the evils of that which they earned will become apparent to them. And that which they used to mock at will encircle them. And when harm touches man, he calls to us for help. Did I turn it the right way? Yeah. But yeah, I'm doing it right way. Verily, and those who did wrong, if they had all that is in the earth, and therewith as much again, they verily would offer it to ransom themselves therewith on the day of resurrection from the evil torment. And there will become apparent to them from Allah what they had not been reckoning. And the evils of that which they earned will become apparent to them. And that which they used to mock at will encircle them. 49. When harm touches man, he calls to us. Then when we have changed it into a favor from us, he says, only because of knowledge I obtained it. Nay, it is only a trial for most of them to know. Verily, those before them said it, yet, that they had earned availed them not. So the evil results of that which they earned overtook them, and those who did wrong of these will also be overtaken by the evil results for that which they earned, and they will never be able to escape. Do they not know that Allah enlarges the provision for whom He wills and straightens it? Verily, in this are signs for the folk who believe. Say, who have transgressed against themselves? Despair not of the mercy of Allah. Verily, Allah forgives all sins. Truly, He is oft forgiving, most merciful. And turn in repentance and in obedience with true faith to your Lord, and submit to Him before the torment comes upon you, and then you will, not be helped. And follow the best of that which is sent down to you from your Lord, before the torment comes, and on you suddenly while you perceive not. Lest a person should say, Alas, my grief, that I was undutiful to Allah, and I was indeed among those who mocked. Or he should say, If only Allah had guided me, I should indeed have been among the... Or he should say, when he sees the torment, If only I had another chance, then I should indeed be among the... Yes, verily, there came to you and you denied them, and were proud, and were among the disbelievers. Okay. I probably found some repeating words from earlier in the surah, and that's why I was second-guessing myself. It happens a lot in the Quran. Repeating words. Okay. 44. Say to Allah all the intercessions, to Him the kingdom of the heavens and the earth. Then you will return to Him. And when Allah alone is mentioned, the heart of those who do not believe in the hereafter become disgusted. And when those without Him are mentioned, then they rejoice. Say, O Allah, creator of heavens and the earth, the knower of the unseen and the seen, you judge between your servants in what they were differing in it. And if the unjust had all that is on the earth, and similar to it, with it, then they would offer it all as ransom from the evil torment on the resurrection day. And from Allah it appears to them what they were not counting on, and appeared to them the evils of what they earned, and what they were scoffing at afflicted them. So, when harm touches the human, he calls on us. And then if we give him grace from us, he says, surely I have received it only because of knowledge. Yet it is a sedition, but most of them do not know. Indeed, those who were before them said it, and so were not enriched, by what they were earning. So evils of what they earned befalls them. And those who do injustice among them, evils will befall them as well with what they have earned, and they will not be able to hinder. Or did they not know that Allah expands the measures and provision to whom He will? Surely in this are signs to a believing people. Say, O my servants, who are extravagant against themselves, do not despair from the mercy of Allah. Surely Allah forgives all sins. Surely He is the forgiving, the merciful. And turn to your Lord and submit to Him before the torment comes to you. Then you will not be helped, and follow the best of what has been sent down to you from your Lord, before the torment comes to you suddenly, and you do not feel. That a soul will say, O regret for what I neglected in my duty towards Allah, and that I was of the scoffers. Or you say, if Allah had guided me, then I would be of the fearers. Or would you say, when you see the torment, if only I had a second turn, so I would be of the doers of good. Yes, indeed, my verses came to you, so you denied them, and you were proud, and you were of the infidels. That series of verses of ayahs started off talking about God being an intercessor. Intercessor between who? Don't you need a third party for there to be an intercessor? That intercessor is another way of saying the in-between man, or the one in between. 60. On the day of resurrection you will see those who lied against Allah. Their faces will be black. Is there not in hell an abode for the arrogant? And Allah will deliver those who are to their places of success. Evil shall touch them not, nor shall they grieve. Allah is the creator of all things, and He is the over all things. 63 included. To Him belong the keys of the heavens and the earth, and those who disbelieve in of Allah, such are they who will be the losers. Let's see, 60. And on the resurrection day you will see those who lied against Allah, and their faces are blackened. Is there not a dwelling for the proud in hell? And Allah will deliver the fear with their triumphs. The evil will not touch them, and they will not grieve. Allah is the creator of all things, and He is guardian over everything. To Him the keys of the heavens and the earth. And those who became infidels in the verses of Allah, those are the losers. 64 to the end. Alright, gonna fit it all in. Let's see. 64. Say, do you order me to worship other than Allah? Oh, you fools! And indeed it has been revealed to you, as it was to those before you, if you join others in worship with Allah, surely your deeds will be in vain, and you will certainly be among the losers. Nay, but worship Allah, and be among the grateful. They made not a just estimate of Allah, such as is due to Him, and on the day of resurrection the whole earth will be grasped by His hand, and the heavens will be rolled up in His right hand. Glorified be He, and He above all, that they associate as partners with him. And the trumpet will be blown, and all who are in the heavens and all who are on the earth will swoon away, except him whom Allah wills. Then it will be blown a second time, and behold, they will be standing looking on. And the earth will shine with the light of its Lord. And the book will be placed, and the prophets and the witnesses will be brought forward. And it will be judged between them with truth, and they will not be wronged. And each person will be paid in full of what he did, and he is best aware of what they do. And those who disbelieved will be driven to hell in groups, till, when they reach it, the gates thereof will be opened. And its keepers will say, Did not the messengers come to you from yourselves, reciting to you the verses of your Lord, and warning you of the meeting of this day of yours? They will say, Yes, but the word of torment has been justified against disbelievers. And it will be said, Enter you the gates of hell, to abide therein. And what an evil abode of the arrogant! And those who kept their duty, their duty to their Lord, will be led to paradise in groups, till when they reach it, and its gates will be opened, and its keepers will say, You have done well, so enter here to abide therein. And they will say, All the praises and thanks be to Allah, who has fulfilled his promise to us, and made us inherit land. We can dwell in paradise where we will. How excellent a reward for the workers. And you will see the angels surrounding the throne from all around, glorifying their praises of their Lord. And they will be judged with truth. And it will be said, All the praises and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the... 64. Say, do you command me to serve without Allah? O you ignorant! And indeed, it is revealed to you and to those before you. If you partner, surely your work will be nothing, and surely you will be among the losers. Yet, so serve Allah and be among the thankful. And they did not value Allah, his true value. And all the earth is in his grasp on the resurrection day, and the heavens will be folded by his right hand. Praise be to him, and he is exalted above what they partner. And the trumpet was blown, so all those who were in the heavens and the earth were thunderstruck, except whom Allah wills. Then it was blown in it again. So they stood up, waiting, and the earth shone with the light of its Lord. And the book was placed, and they brought the prophets and the witnesses, and judged between them with the truth. And they will not deal with unjustly. And every soul was rewarded with what it had done, and the best knows what they are doing. And those who became infidels were driven to hell in troops until they arrived to it. So its doors were opened, and the keeper of it said to them, Did not a messenger from among you come to you, reciting to you the verses of your Lord, and warning you about the meeting of this day? They said, Yes, but the word of the torment established over the infidels. It was said, Enter the doors of hell, abide in it forever. So evil is the home of the proud. And those who feared their Lord were driven into the garden of troops. Into the garden in troops, until they arrived to it, and its doors were open, and the keepers of it said to them, Peace be on you. You are good, so enter to abide in it forever. And they said, The praise be to Allah, who fulfilled his promise. And he bequeathed the earth to us. We settle in the garden wherever we will, so blessed is the wage of the workers. And you see the angels going around the throne, praising with their Lord's praise, and he judges between them with the truth. And it was said, The praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. Alright, that's the end of that episode. Thank you for watching.